Let's get into it. I usually take Sundays off, but I just had to bring this story to you. I had to explain it to the wife. I said, honey, something tremendous has just happened, and I really, really need to make this episode. Now, you guys might remember such classics as
in America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, it's like, Green Waterworks. White men can get away with that too. And it has the same effect. Even as the right tries to politicize the idea that masculinity is being robbed from American men by multiculturalism and wokeism, they still want to be able to have their tears. In America,
oh man, who would have thought that being the black version of a Klansman wouldn't have worked for decades and decades in MSNBC, but it turns out it did not. Her show has been canceled. That's right. You heard right. Joy Reid's show has been canceled. The shakeup comes as, what's her name? Miss Color? Coulter. Sorry. Miss Coulter, the Rebecca Coulter, the new president of MSNBC, has decided to make a shakeup, a little shuffle around. And apparently, this shuffle has to do with, usually you hear shuffle, it's like, oh, we're going to take you and put you in another place. The place that they're putting Joy Reid is the unemployment line. So she's done. They're filling her slot with, I'm sure, 3 other very woke people who are going to do panels and, still do the regular thing of comparing Trump to Hitler and screaming fascist every single time Elon Musk decides to save the American taxpayers billions of dollars. I'm sure there will still be more of that. Rest assured, all you MSNBC fans, don't worry, they're not going to take that away from you guys. But they have gotten rid of Joy Reid. Oh, she'll surely be missed. I mean, things like this.
Let's bring you back to the U.S. and to our local gangster, Donald Trump. He's not even president yet, and he's already spending his time sitting in his golden palace, Mar-a-Lago, muscling other countries like he's Tony Soprano with a social media site. Doing things like, reportedly, debating whether or not to invade Mexico. Threatening BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, with 100% tariffs if they don't commit to trading in dollars and not their own currencies. Demanding Hamas release all hostages being held in Gaza before his inauguration, or there will be, quote, all hell to pay in the Middle East.
I didn't even listen to this clip all the way through. I know she's going to compare him to some kind of Hitler character, for sure. Oh, this is Sky News, so they actually won't show it. So there's a whole thing that goes on there, but that's what we're going to miss the most about her, We always wanted someone to compare Trump to the absolute worst figures in the world, We loved her brand of outwardly racism and propaganda. I mean, no one else did it like her. Not even Rachel Maddow, Not even Rachel Maddow. She'll surely be missed. Megyn Kelly had this to say. Remember when Joy Reid was laughing and mocked white woman tears as pathetic and offensive to her? Now who's crying, Joy? Good riddance to the absolute worst person on television, and shame on NBC for letting it go on this long. Wow. Well said. Well said. Megyn Kelly gets fired from mainstream media before Joy Reid. How about that, huh? The show did go on for more than 5 years. Patrick Bet-David came and said MSNBC can blame Joy Reid for their ratings, but the problem is MSNBC. The ideas that they promote, the gaslighting, the hate and the anger, they showed who they were during COVID, and they lost millions of people. MSNBC needs a new owner. I think that should be me. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. MSNBC, if you're out there, I will be the new owner. And believe me, I will do an Elon Musk, Doge, Trump, radical restyling of that whole platform. And then I'll take over CNN. I'll merge the two together. And believe me, there'll be nobody that could compete. You just give me 6 months. 6 months. 6 months, that's all I need. And I'd hire Joy Reid back. And I'd be like, your new show is going to be called Racist Hour with Joy Reid. You're going to do a wonderful job, Joy. Oh, man, it was remarkable that there was somebody, you thought it was wild that Tucker could go on and talk about JFK and all the wild things Tucker would talk about, DEI when he was on Fox. You were like, wow, this is crazy how much he's exposing and revealing. But he could not top Joy Reid. Joy Reid was racist every single week for at least an hour. And it was just straight up racism. There was no undertones. It was just outwardly racism towards white people. I know there's a lot of white people that are going to miss her, I'm sure you are going to miss her, but this is actually a very happy day. I couldn't be happier about this. Again, of course, we're all going to miss things like this.
Far-right dictatorial regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or Mussolini's Italy, but also white-ruled South Africa before Mandela and the black majority took control, or Vladimir Putin's Russia, Viktor Orban's Hungary, or Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela today, that suppresses the rights of women and minorities, uses the military to execute the whims of a strongman dictator, and controls and suppresses the press, education, the arts, rewrites history to suit a favored and dominant racial class, and foments extravagant corruption in order to enrich the dictator and his friends.
Oh, man. And just so you know, she wasn't talking about Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. Of course, she was talking about Donald Trump,
Americans, it is my great honor and privilege to say, alongside all of you, Joy Reid, you're fired. Get out. What a nasty person, right? It couldn't have happened to a nastier person, and she's an ugly person, too.
As you can see, everybody's mourning in their own way. It's a sad day. The thing about it is, and this is one of the people they're replacing her with. It's basically the same thing. Just longer nails, as you can see here. Yeah. Bigger shoulders. Those are some Mike Obama shoulders right there. But, expect more of the same. Maybe she just won't be as racist. I've seen this woman talk. She's not as racist as Joy. I mean, Joy was a special type of racist, It was cute when she did it, Vinny, this is from Patrick Bet David's team. He says that despite in a desperate attempt to shake things up, MSNBC has fired Joy Reid, an angry, balding. Oh, sorry. I took liberties there. He actually said an angry race baiting. I was just, never mind. Bald black woman, and replaced her with someone completely different. And yes, this person is completely different, I'm sure. But the thing about Joy Reid is there's some avenues to go. She was pretty wild. If she goes on to X, starts her own podcast, and just keeps on doing this, she'll have a leftist crowd who will gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? She could either go the way of Tucker or she can go the way of Don Lemon. I think she might go the way of Don Lemon. Maybe she doesn't know what to do, but at least she's a little more edgy than Don Lemon. Don Lemon didn't really aggravate me. I don't know about you. You'd hear Don Lemon talking, you'd be like, oh, this is nonsense. You know what I mean? Joy Reid, on the other hand, you'd be like, how is this lady getting away with this? Why is she suddenly wearing a blonde wig as soon as Trump announces that he runs for president? We were all like, hold on a second. Are you wearing is that a Trump wig? And she was just unabashedly like wearing a Trump wig. And that was it. And then one day just took it off. Was bald and blonde at the same time. We were like, this is too confusing with you, Joy Reid. That's like if I took this hat off right now and my head was just the same color as the hat. You'd be like, wow, what's going on with that coach guy? But I think if she starts her own podcast, it could do well if she knows what to do. I mean, she's had some wild things to say. I mean, I'm not going to play any more Joy Reid. That's not my thing. But she has said things like, don't allow your family members who voted for Trump to come to your house for Thanksgiving. split from your family who supported Trump. She famously said that she would vote for a corpse. She was basically just like, whatever the deep state wants, whoever they put in front of me, just anyone but Trump. She literally said, I would vote for a corpse. Okay. Democrats usually like it the other way around. They like a corpse to vote for whoever they put in. But Joy Reid, again, breaking all the rules. She was different. But it's a nice day today. It's a nice day. My Sundays are usually nice and calming, and today it's extra special, Oh, man. But I can't wait to see where she ends up, man. Hopefully, maybe she'll just go to X and she'll just like Kanye out, just start attacking everybody. Maybe that's what she'll do. I don't know. But, oh yeah, she left X. Rats. Too bad. Too bad. I guess we just won't be hearing from her. Unless you're on Blue Sky. I'm sure she's over there telling us all about why white people are terrible and got her fired. Oh my God. It's a nice day, guys. It's a nice day. Just thought I'd bring you some good news. Anyways, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Helps the channel tremendously. I'm out.